We are making 3 different kinds of steaks today. We have a ribeye steak, bone on, cowboy style, I think they call that. Little fillet of beef. And then we also have a New York strip. So to begin, we're gonna work with the fillet. And what I have right here is some salt. This is Malden sea salt. They have a smoked variety, they have a regular variety, and I also have some coarse ground black pepper. Just go ahead and sprinkle a little bit. I'm only doing 1 steak, so not too much. Just a little bit of all your salts and a good bit of the pepper. Take your steak and dip it right in and give it a little crust, top and bottom, and all on the sides. Couple things to think about. You want to have your oven ready. Mine is preheated to 400 degrees. And you also want to have your pan on the stove heating up. As soon as you put the steak in the pan, if you don't hear a sizzle, you need to take it out and let the pan get a little bit hotter. Alright, so looking at your pan, can you feel heat coming off of it? That's a good indication. Don't touch the pan, but can you put your hand above it and actually feel heat coming off of it? So that's one thing. The oil you're going to put in, does it flow quickly in the pan? That is very fluid. This is a hot pan. So, we should hear a nice sizzle sound as soon as I put this in the pan. That's exactly what you want. So all we're doing right here is giving it a nice exterior browning, and we're gonna finish it off in a hot, hot oven. Take a peek. Yeah, and I need to let that sit. That is not ready. 2 minutes. I'm gonna let it sit for 2 minutes. Enough time. 2 minutes. Let's see. What do we have? See, it could have even browned a little bit more than that. We should have let it sit longer. But we're going to brown the sides now. Browning the sides really important, just for visual aspect, as well as creating more brownness. And brown is flavor. Alright. See that? Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so brown it on another side. Usually I split it up into 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. You'll see how it works out. Alright, let's see. One more. Oh yeah. This pan is heating up, the crust is getting more and more pronounced. It's going to be so good. Alright. Last one. Flip it right onto the bottom and throw the whole thing into the oven. 400 degrees, set a timer, 4 minutes. This is not going to take very long. Turn off. So, at this point, it's only been about 4 minutes, but this is a fillet. It's also a very expensive piece of meat. You want to know what's going on there. And the only way you can do that is with a meat thermometer. Go ahead and push it in and see what is the reading. 74, let it go up. This is going to tell you if you need to let it cook longer in the oven. It definitely looks like we're going to need to go a little bit longer. We're just going to slowly creep up to 90 degrees. We are not there yet. But look at that. That's doing really nicely on the bottom. So back into the oven for just a couple minutes. Alright, steak has been in for 8 minutes. Meat thermometer, put it in, and see, 73, 83, 93, it is climbing. That's a good sign. This is pretty much done. I am looking for 130 degrees right now, and I can see that it is going to slowly rise up to that. So now all that's left to do is plate. Start with some mashed potatoes on one side. Right in. See which side looks better. I think this one looks good. Alright, a couple asparagus spears, and dinner is served. How it is. Pretty good.